All right, wide receivers, time to practice. Wide receivers? Wide receivers? Hello? Wide receivers? Is there any wide receiver here in Atlanta? What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Res Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. So in this video, we're going to go over something that technically I already did address on Twitter, but I wanted to address it again, but with more thought put into it. And what better way to do that than on video format instead of typing it out with a certain amount of characters that you have to do on Twitter. While it is not uncommon for Matt Ryan to trend amongst Falcons fans, and everyone is aware of it at this point, there's two sides to the fan base when it comes to Matt Ryan. There's one side that just wants to build around Matt Ryan, and they basically never want to let him go ever. They want to keep him here for as long as they can until he gets a ring. And then there's the other side to where they feel they're setting up Matt Ryan for absolute torture in Atlanta. It's just going to be too late. They're not going to build a team in time for him. They need to get him to a contender, and we need to rebuild. And I'm not here to bash any side, obviously. I'm actually here to say that I'm going to make both sides happy here in this video. One part of the video, it's going to make this side, the rebuild side kind of happy. And then the last part of it is going to make the win with Matt Ryan side happy, because I kind of agree amongst both sides, and I'll let you know what I mean by that. But here's something that has been going on in my head that I really, really want to address, and I basically never want to speak of it again because there are so many more interesting things outside of Matt Ryan when it comes to the Falcons. But anyway, so on my Twitter, it seems to be more rebuilt, people out there than there used to be. And I think people are kind of starting to catch on to the fact that the talent is really far off with this team. We basically need needs everywhere on this team. We need a great running back, but who cares about that? We need a great O-line. Our receiving core is looking like a receiving core to where if you first downloaded Madden Mobile, that's the receiving core you would get. It's really bad. And then we need everything on defense. Our secondary, are we even sure that the safeties we have, Jalen Hawkins and Richie Grant, are we sure they're, ready for the future? Like, are we sure that they're going to be the guys? And we also need a cornerback number 2. And our linebackers, are we sure that's the linebacking core we want to keep in the future? I like the linebackers we have, but at the same time, they're linebackers to where it's I don't know if they're proven yet. And then obviously the pass rush stinks. So this whole entire team is heavy. They really heavily need everything. And this is where I kind of want to say one thing that'll make the rebuilt fan base happy. I actually, deep down inside, kind of agree that I don't think this is going to work to win now under Ryan. And I've actually said this before in my previous videos, and even in my Dirty Bird Discussions podcast episodes back when I was doing that on SoundCloud. I expressed this so many times that when it comes to building around a veteran quarterback, you have to do it so quickly. Because look at the Steelers, what they did. Yeah, they wanted to win around Big Ben. Great. They built a great roster, but wouldn't you say the one thing that was holding them back throughout the recent years was Big Ben? It was just too late. They didn't build a great team around Big Ben in time. Big Ben just held them back. And then the Saints recently in 2019 and 2020, wouldn't you say that Drew Brees just wasn't his normal self by the time they finally built that great team, at least when it came to the playoffs? And unfortunately, deep down inside, that's kind of where I feel this is going, especially with a team that is in desperate need of everything right now. Matt Ryan is 36, about to be 37 very soon. With the big needs for this Falcons team, that's probably going to take at least 3 to 5 years, at least, realistically, I guess. I don't know if that's realistic or not, but it feels realistic. Matt Ryan, is he going to be good? Because he's good right now, but like 3 to 5 years down the stretch, like, I don't know, like that's a lot to ask for a guy that's going to be near 40. He's just, I don't know if he's going to be ready. I'll be honest with you. And this team, they're so far and away from being a contender, and that is what I worry about. So while deep down inside, I do kind of feel that the win now under Ryan thing isn't going to work, here's where I kind of feel I always have to defend it, though, which is weird, because it's like, why would you defend something that you think is not going to work? Well, as a fan, look, the team stinks. I know that. Why do we have to make it worse? Why do I have to constantly see people say over and over, yeah, our team sucks. Oh yeah, our team sucks, our team sucks. It's like they have to like keep repeating that to make it known to the world that they think the team sucks. It's like, okay, yeah, I got it, dude. You think the team sucks. Don't make it worse. Make the best of every situation, because you just never know. While I do deep down inside think it's not going to work, I also kind of realize there are some positives when it comes to winning under Ryan that I think people are not seeing, and I think it's at least worth rooting for, right? Why not root for something that is for something that you love? And that's the Atlanta Falcons. We all love the Atlanta Falcons. And I want this plan to work. Do I think it's going to work? No. But I want to make the best of it and root for it to happen. I'm not just going to sit there and be like, it's not going to work. Screw you guys. I want it to work. And on the bright side, there might be some things that might make this work. Arthur Smith, Dean Pease. Dean Pease shook off all the retirement off his shoulders last year, and he has to come in with a better game plan in 2022, right? He's still that great defensive coordinator that we all know and love. And Arthur Smith, wasn't he this offensive genius from Tennessee? I'm sure he's going to have a much better game plan heading into year 2. So the coaching staff, this should be a really good coaching staff that no one is looking at. Terry Fontenot, he's not a coach, but like he's entering year 2 of being a general manager. Surely, I think he knows a lot more of what he's doing now than he did last year, right? He's already making big moves and saving up some cap space by releasing Dante Fowler and whatnot. So he's already making moves, and we haven't even hit, like the big free agents moving around. Like, we haven't seen the Falcons make any moves yet, but you just wait. You just wait. You just never know. What if the Falcons do make a splash? Because Terry Fontenot is a little more in control of what he's doing now than he was a year before. And with a defensive heavy draft, I am positive the Falcons are going to take advantage of this. And what if the defensive draft just clicks? You just never know. It happens. The 2017 Saints draft class, that one clicked. The 2016 Falcons draft class, that one clicked. With a very defensive heavy draft with a defense that we desperately need, what if it just clicks? Because we could get Sauce Gardner at 8. We could get I don't know why I'm like forgetting his name all of a sudden, but the guy from LSU, we could get him as well. We could just make that secondary great. Like at least the corner situation with AJ Terrell and Sauce Gardner, or the LSU kid. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but it could just click. And the culture is boosting up in Atlanta. The culture is so much better than it was under Dan Quinn ever since 2018. And I know I keep preaching this in every video, but to me, the culture is actually looking legit. I see all these players hyping each other up more than they used to under Dan Quinn. I see these guys lifting each other up when things go wrong. Do not ruin the momentum. Culture is good. And the free agents eventually down the stretch are going to look at this and say, they got a winning culture there going on with a veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan, Arthur Smith, the offensive genius, Dean Pease, the proven defensive coordinator. And it's Atlanta, Georgia. It's like the big, city that a lot of people are touring nowadays. I think that actually does play a little bit of a factor, is the location. And Atlanta, Georgia is this tourist, hot attraction. And if you build in a winning culture, add it to that, that could attract the players moving down the stretch. So I could go on and on. I really could. And yes, I know there are reasons why it couldn't work. But I'm basically just saying, like, if you don't really know what I'm trying to say in this video, what I'm basically trying to say is, even if you don't think it'll work, at least just make the best of it. Just at least give it a shot. You just never know. What if something clicks? Is all I'm trying to say. There are a lot of positives going into it. That is what I choose to do. While I don't believe it'll work, I choose to root for it to work. And I think that's what everyone should at least consider doing. But those are my thoughts. I don't know if I got that out very well, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate y'all for the support. And as always, rise up.